Welcome back to the channel, Liberty Coins Values, where we talk about coins that could turn pocket change into a fortune. And today, oh boy, do I have something special for you. We are diving deep into the world of modern pennies, specifically the 2060 Lincoln penny, a coin that most people just overlook but might actually be worth $34,000. Yes, you heard that right, $34,000 for a single penny. So stick around, because in this video, we'll talk about the history, the errors, and how you can check if you have one of these valuable pennies hiding in your loose change. Let's start with some background on this small yet powerful coin. The Lincoln cent, or penny, has been in circulation since 1909, honoring President Abraham Lincoln. The 2060 penny was minted in Denver, as signified by the little D mint mark just below the date on the front of the coin. In 2006, millions of pennies were produced, over 3.9 billion to be exact. But as we know, not all pennies are created equal. While most of these 2060 pennies are worth just a single cent, a very small number have rare errors or features that make them worth thousands of dollars. Now, let's get into the exciting part. What makes this particular penny so valuable? Minting errors. Some of the most valuable coins ever found are those that have unique errors that occurred during the minting process. These mistakes are rare and therefore very sought after by collectors. Off-center strikes. If a 2060 penny was struck off-center, meaning part of the design is missing or misaligned, it could be worth a lot of money. The more extreme the error, the higher the value. Double die errors. This happens when the coin is struck twice by the die, causing a slight duplication in design elements like Lincoln's face, the lettering, or the date. A double die error on a 2060 penny can make its value skyrocket. Wrong planchet error. Some rare pennies have been mistakenly struck on different metal planchets. If you find a 2060 penny that looks different in color or weight, it might be a valuable wrong planchet error. Perfect condition, MS67 or higher, coins are graded based on their condition, with MS70 being perfect. If you have a 2060 penny graded MS67 or higher, it could be worth thousands. The highest graded examples are the ones that reach that $34,000 price tag at auctions. Now, before you run off to check every penny in your house, let's go over exactly what you should look for. Look for the D mint mark. First, make sure your penny was minted in Denver. The D should be located right below the year 2006, on the obverse, front, side of the coin. Check for errors. Examine your coin closely under a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Look for signs of double die errors, off-center strikes, or any other oddities. Weigh your penny. A standard 2060 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If your coin is significantly different in weight, it might have been struck on the wrong planchet. Condition matters. If your penny looks brand new, shiny, and nearly flawless, consider getting it professionally graded by services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Compare with recent auction sales. You can look up auction records on sites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, or PCGS price guides to see how much similar coins have sold for. Still don't believe a single penny can be worth thousands of dollars? Well, let me tell you about some real-life examples of lucky people who cashed in big on their 2060 pennies. A collector once found a 2060 penny with a major double die error and sold it at auction for over $34,000. Just imagine, one tiny mistake at the mint turned an ordinary coin into a life-changing payday. Another person found a 2060 penny struck on a dime planchet, meaning the penny was accidentally minted on a blank meant for a 10-cent coin. That unique coin sold for several $1,000s. So, what do you do if you find one of these rare, valuable pennies? Here are your best options. Online auction sites. Websites like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, and eBay are great places to sell high-value coins. Coin dealers. Professional coin dealers can evaluate your penny and possibly offer you a fair price. Coin shows and conventions. Attending a coin show is a great way to meet collectors and dealers who might pay top dollar for your rare penny. Third-party grading services. if you think your coin is worth thousands, get it graded and certified before selling. This will help authenticate its value and attract serious buyers. Wow! Who knew a simple 2060 Lincoln penny could be worth up to $34,000? This just proves that treasure can be found in the most unexpected places, even in your own pocket. So don't ignore your change, check your pennies, because you could be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries and money-making tips. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And let me know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked yet fascinating coins in US history, the 2014 Lincoln penny. But wait, what if I told you that this tiny 1-cent coin could be worth $32,000? That's right. So grab your pennies, sit tight, and let's explore the incredible story, history, and value of the 2014 Lincoln penny that could make you rich. Now, before we get into the big money, let's take a step back and talk about the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent has been a staple in American currency since 1909, when it replaced the Indian head cent designed by Victor David Brenner. The Lincoln penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. It was introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Fast forward to 2014, and we have the modern shield reverse design, which replaced the Lincoln Memorial design in 2010. This new look features a strong shield, symbolizing the unity of the United States, with a banner reading E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many, one. Now, the 2014 Lincoln penny was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can tell where your penny was made by looking at the small letter under the date on the obverse side. If there's no letter, it's from Philadelphia. A D means it was minted in Denver, and an S means it came from San Francisco. Most of the pennies produced were standard circulation coins, but some were minted as proof coins with extra sharp details and mirror-like finishes. Alright, now let's get to the part you've all been waiting for. The rare 2014 Lincoln penny that sold for a staggering $32,000 at auction. But what makes this penny so special? It's all about minting errors and condition. One of the biggest reasons a 2014 penny could be worth thousands is due to a minting mistake called a double die error. This happens when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect. In some cases, you can see doubling on the words Liberty or In God We Trust. If you have one of these error coins, it could be worth a fortune. But wait, that's not the only valuable error to look for. Here are some more high-value mistakes that could turn your 1-cent coin into a jackpot. Off-center strike. If your 2014 penny was struck off-center, meaning part of the design is missing or misaligned, it can be worth hundreds or even thousands. Die cracks and cuts. Small breaks in the coin die can leave raised lines or blobs on the penny's surface. Collectors love these unique imperfections, wrong planchet errors. Sometimes, pennies are accidentally struck on different metal blanks. If you find a 2014 penny on a dime or nickel planchet, its value skyrockets. So, how can you check your 2014 pennies for these valuable errors? Here's what you need to do. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. This helps you spot tiny details that could indicate an error. Check the weight. A normal 2014 penny weighs 2.5 grams. If yours is different, it might be a rare mistake. Compared to online resources, websites like PCGS and NGC have high-quality images of known error coins. Found a rare 2014 penny? Here's what to do next. First, get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Then, sell it through an auction house like Heritage Auctions, or list it on eBay and other collector forums. Always research the best way to get the highest price. And there you have it. The incredible story of the 2014 Lincoln penny that could be worth $32,000. Who would have thought something so small could be so valuable? Now it's your turn. Go check your piggy banks, pockets, and couch cushions. You might just be sitting on a fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want more content on rare coins, valuable finds, and hidden treasures, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting! Worth a staggering $12,000? That's right, a single 1981 Lincoln penny from the United States could be hiding in your pocket change, waiting to make you rich. But how? Why? And what should you be looking for? Today, we uncover the secrets behind this tiny treasure. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss this. The Lincoln penny has been an American staple for over a century. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, this coin replaced the Indian head cent designed by Victor David Brenner. The Lincoln penny became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the years, the penny has seen numerous changes, but one year, in particular, has coin collectors on the edge of their seats: the year 1981. 1981 was the final year the U.S. Mint produced pennies made from 95% copper before switching to a zinc core in 1982. That alone makes these pennies interesting to collectors. However, the real excitement comes from the rare era pennies, coins with mistakes that can drive their value through the roof. So, what exactly makes some 1981 Lincoln pennies worth a jaw-dropping $12,000? Let's break it down. The real money is in the errors. The most valuable 1981 pennies have rare mistakes that occurred during minting. The most sought-after error is the double die obverse. This happens when the coin is struck twice by the die, creating a noticeable doubling effect, particularly on the letters Liberty and In God We Trust. If you find one of these, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Another major error to look for is the off-center strike. If the penny was not correctly aligned during minting, part of the design may appear cut off. The more off-center it is, without losing the date and mint mark, the more valuable it can be. Then there's the wrong planchet error. Some pennies were mistakenly struck on a different metal planchet, making them look slightly different in color and weight. If you suspect you have one of these, get it checked. It might just be worth a small fortune. Alright, you're probably wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies? Here's what you need to do. First, make sure your penny is from 1981. This is crucial. Look at the date. It should be clear and readable. Next, check for a mint mark. The 1981 penny was produced in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Proof pennies from San Francisco are often more valuable. Now carefully inspect your coin for doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual colors. If anything seems off, it's time to consult a professional grader. So, you found a rare 1981 penny. Now what? To get the highest price, consider these options. Getting your coin certified by PCGS or NGC can significantly increase its value by proving its authenticity. Websites like eBay and heritage auctions often have collectors willing to pay top dollar. Visit coin shows and local dealers to get professional opinions and potential buyers. Who knew that a tiny 1-cent coin could be worth $12,000? It just goes to show, treasure can be hiding in plain sight. So, the next time you get change at the store, take a closer look. You might be holding a fortune in your hands. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more valuable coin discoveries. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, happy hunting! Imagine walking down the street, reaching into your pocket, and pulling out a penny. It looks ordinary, right? But what if I told you that a single 1979 Lincoln penny could be worth up to $67,000? Yes, you heard that right. That small copper coin jingling in your pocket could be a hidden treasure. Stick around as we unravel the mystery behind the 1979 Lincoln penny, its history, its value, and how you might just strike it rich. Before we dive into what makes the 1979 penny so valuable, let's take a quick journey through history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure rather than Lady Liberty. Over the decades, the design and composition of the penny have changed, but one thing remains constant: it continues to be a piece of American history in the palm of your hands. Now, let's talk about the 1979 penny. Unlike earlier pennies made of nearly pure copper, the 1979 Lincoln cent is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was before the major shift in 1982 when the U.S. Mint transitioned to a zinc core with a thin copper coating. The 1979 penny retains that classic copper composition, making it special among collectors. So, what makes a simple 1-cent coin worth thousands of dollars? It's all about errors, rarity, and condition. Let's break it down. Certain mistakes at the U.S. Mint can turn a regular penny into a jackpot for collectors. Here are some key errors to look for in 1979 Lincoln pennies. Double die obverse DDO. This error occurs when the coin's design is stamped twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the letters and numbers. Look closely at Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see doubling, you might be holding a gold mine. Off-center strikes. If the penny was not perfectly aligned when stamped, it can have an off-center design. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value. Broad strike errors. A coin that was struck without the retaining collar can appear wider and flatter. Another rare find, repunched mint marks, RPM. This happens when the mint mark, D for Denver or S for San Francisco, was punched into the coin multiple times. If you spot overlapping letters, you've found a valuable variation. Even if you have a rare error coin, its condition is everything. Collectors and dealers use a grading system from poor P to mint state, MS70. With higher grades being more valuable. If your penny has a high grade, especially MS65 or higher, its value skyrockets. Now, here's where it gets exciting. The most valuable 1979 Lincoln penny ever sold fetched an astonishing $67,000 at an auction. This wasn't just any penny, it was a high-grade, mint state red, MS67 plus RD, coin with a rare error. These high-grade coins are extremely hard to find, but they do exist. So, how can you find one of these valuable pennies? Follow these simple steps. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on letters and numbers. Look at the mint mark. Coins with errors like repunched marks are worth more. Check the coin's color. The more red and shiny, the higher the grade. If you think you found a rare penny, get it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. This will authenticate its value and condition. So, next time you come across a 1979 Lincoln penny, don't just toss it aside. Inspect it carefully. You might be holding a small fortune. Who knows, you could be the next lucky person to discover a $67,000 penny just sitting in your pocket change. Did you enjoy this video? If so, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin discoveries. And tell us in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Told you that a simple 1976 Lincoln penny could be worth a fortune? Yes, we're talking about a single 1-cent coin selling for an astonishing $89,000. That's right. So, before you toss that change aside, stay tuned because you might just have a small fortune hiding in your pocket. The Lincoln penny has been an essential part of American coinage for over a century. It was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Since then, the Lincoln penny has undergone several design changes, but its historical significance remains the same. Fast forward to 1976, a special year for America as the nation celebrated its bicentennial. While quarters, half dollars, and dollars received commemorative bicentennial designs, the Lincoln penny retained its usual look. However, some 1976 pennies were struck with rare errors and varieties that make them extremely valuable today. Now let's get to the big question. Why would a simple penny be worth thousands of dollars? The answer lies in key errors, mint marks, and conditions that make certain 1976 Lincoln pennies rare collectibles. Here's what you need to look for. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is stamped twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect. If you spot extra thickness in the lettering on the word Liberty or the date 1976, you might have a rare DDO penny worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. When a coin is misaligned during striking, it results in an off-center error. Some 1976 pennies with a 50% off-center strike have been sold for thousands. The more dramatic the off-center, the higher the value. Most pennies from 1976 were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. However, some Philadelphia pennies were accidentally struck without a mint mark. These rare error coins are highly sought after by collectors. While most 1976 pennies were struck in 95% copper and 5% zinc, a few error coins were mistakenly struck on different planchets. If a 1976 penny has an unusual weight or metallic composition, it could be worth serious money. Now, let's talk about the real jackpot, a 1976 Lincoln penny that was auctioned for a mind-blowing $89,000. So, what made this particular coin so valuable? This penny had multiple rare factors: a double die obverse, off-center strike, and a high mint state grade of MS67+. Because it was in near-perfect condition and had such an extreme error, collectors were willing to pay a premium for it. First, inspect your penny to see if it has a mint mark. Look closely under the year 1976 for an S, San Francisco, or D, Denver. If there's no mint mark, it could be from Philadelphia, which might be valuable. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or missing letters. If you see anything unusual, you might have a rare error penny. A regular 1976 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If your penny is significantly lighter or heavier, it could have been struck on the wrong planchet, making it extremely valuable. If you suspect your penny is rare, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade, such as MS65 or higher, can increase its value tremendously. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coin jars, piggy banks, and pockets. You never know if you're sitting on a rare 1976 Lincoln penny worth thousands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more amazing coin discoveries. Let me know in the comments, have you ever found a rare penny? Happy treasure hunting! Could be a hidden fortune right in your hands. That's right. A simple 1960 D Lincoln penny, yes, just 1 cent, could be worth thousands of dollars. But wait, there's a twist. Only a rare variety is worth the big bucks, and today, we are going to break down everything you need to know. The history, the value, and most importantly, what to look for to see if your penny is one of those rare ones. So stay tuned, because you don't want to miss this. First, let's take a trip back to 1960. America was in the middle of the space race. John F. Kennedy was elected as president, and the U.S. Mint was striking millions of Lincoln cents. Now, the Lincoln penny had already been in circulation since 1909, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. But what makes the 1960 D penny stand out? Well, something very special happened that year at the Denver Mint. In 1960, the Denver Mint produced these pennies with a D mint mark, meaning they were struck in Denver, Colorado. But here's the kicker: this year had a peculiar variation that would later make collectors go crazy. Now, if you have a 1960 D penny, you need to check something very important: the date. This year had 2 different date styles, the small date and the large date. But the real treasure? The 1960 D small date penny! The small date variety is much harder to find than the large date. And here's how to spot the difference. Alright, so we know the small date is rare, but how much is it actually worth? Well, this is where things get exciting. Circulated condition. These are pennies that have been used in everyday transactions. If you find one in your spare change, it could still be worth a few bucks, depending on the wear. Uncirculated condition, mint state. If you have one in pristine condition, it could be worth around $29 to a few $100s. Rare gem condition, MS65 or higher. If your penny is graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC and receives a high grade, it could skyrocket in value. Some of these have even been sold for thousands of dollars, so, while most 1960D pennies are only worth face value, the rare small date variety in top condition is a game changer. You may be wondering, why do some of these coins sell for thousands? Well, here are the key factors that increase the value. High-grade coins in MS65 or higher condition fetch the most money. Mint errors. If your penny has doubling, off-center strikes, or other errors, it can be worth significantly more. Demand from collectors. The rarer the coin, the more collectors are willing to pay top dollar. A 1960D small date penny with an MS67 grade has been known to sell for well over $1,000 at auction. So, how do you check if you have a rare and valuable penny? Here's what you need to do. Use a magnifying glass. Look at the date carefully and compare it to the small date variety. Check for mint errors. Look for doubling on the numbers, die cracks, or misstrikes. Weigh the penny. A normal Lincoln penny from 1960 should weigh 3.11 grams. If yours is different, it might be an error coin. Get it graded. If you think your penny is valuable, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. If you find a rare one, congratulations, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. So, there you have it. The 1960D Lincoln penny, an ordinary-looking coin that could be worth thousands. Now, it's time to check your piggy bank, your coin jars, and even that stash of pennies under your couch. Who knows? You might just strike gold. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting coin discoveries. Comment below if you have a 1960D penny, and let me know if you've ever found a rare coin before. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting!